1 minute. I'll check out. Happy Independence Day. Yes, and the Burj Khalifa has just seen the tricolor. So from Dubai, yeah. Happy Independence Day from Dubai as well. Yes.
I was there yesterday.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. मैंने उनको बोला था भैया लगा देना तिरंगा.
So I'm waiting to watch the movie. It's amazing, and I could use my son's blackboard to use.
Oh, yeah. How nice!
Yeah.
I can read.
उल्टा लिखा ताकि आपको सीधा दिखे.
हम दिखा रहे. अभी भी उल्टा ही दिख रहा है मैम. हम लोग सीधे दिख रहे हैं ना.
आप सीधे दिख रहे हो. Okay, I'll start first with Abhishek. The fact that in one of the films, in one of the songs, Ghoomer, there is a scene of you celebrating. It's almost like a victorious, a moment. I wanted to ask you that, is there victory in getting up and starting again, or the victory is there in the field, the victory on the field, and the victory of self? Which one do you think is more important?
Wow, that's a very tough question. Well, if you're a sports person, victory on the field is what you work day and night for.
Right.
So very, very important.
Right.
But I guess for somebody who has faced a setback, if you manage to wake up in the morning and get up,
right,
that's a victory as well, because that means you've decided not to give up.
Right. So the same question goes to both of you as well. So how do you see it?
I agree with what AB has said, because I feel that I used to play sport when I was younger. So obviously winning a medal, winning a gold, winning something meant something to me as a sportsman. But I also feel somewhere is that even for a sportsman, you need to get up every time you fall. And it's only when you get up, that's the victory in order to reach that gold medal. So I feel in life as well, when you are down and out, and if you manage to get yourself out of that bed, get up when you've fallen, it is a huge victory.
Right. Angad.
Yeah, my answer is more or less the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I get up when I'm really hungry. So jokes apart, but really, yeah, it's the same.
Right. Saiyami, you played cricket in school for Maharashtra, and then you also represented nationals in badminton, and you played with Sania Mirza as well. And Kiran More also had complimented you about your batting when he visited your sets. Now tell me, what, as a sports person who's playing a sports role, what is that extra that you bring to your role?
Well, I actually had to bring a lot of extra stuff to the role because I was playing it with my non-dominant hand. So firstly, it was relearning the sport with my other hand. But I feel, I shouldn't be saying this because I should let probably like a Balki sir say it, but it's also just the mannerisms when I'm not holding the bat or holding the ball. I think when you play sport, your body language is a little different as opposed to people who don't play sport.
Mm-hmm.
But the big learning on this one was to do it with my non-dominant hand, and I was pretty happy with where I reached with my left arm spin.
Okay. So was that prosthesis, or was it? Was it more of technical?
We had prosthetics on. I used to tie my hand up like behind, and we used to have a prosthetic which is put on the right hand. We didn't use green sleeve because that the movement of the stump would have been different. So we used to keep the hand tied up behind and then put a prosthetic on.
Okay, so how did you, that entire process would have been completely, unlearning and learning for you, because you're not left-handed, unlike Abhishek, who is left-handed.
So I used to try, and for 3-4 months, I've said this pretty much in every interview, I'm a big fan of Sachin Tendulkar and I idol worshipped him. So he used to be ambidextrous, and as a child I used to try to be ambidextrous, which was quite a failure. But with the film, I used to kind of just do everything with my left hand, like be it cooking, driving, brushing my teeth, tying my shoelace. So I used to try doing everything with my left hand for 3-4 months before the film. Mm-hmm. So it kind of became second nature when I started shooting the film. It was not something that I need to think about. It's because I was doing it for quite some time.
Right. Angad, you are from a cricket background yourself. What did you bring to your role with that background? Also, you've played those roles earlier.
To not think that I know cricket.
Okay.
Because
Unlearn.
you
Okay.
got to learn. So for me, I had to not use the knowledge of the game. I had to use my emotion. So for me, the emotion was not even the victory of the game. It
Right.
was a personal victory that she's back on the field, playing the sport she loves. So I just feel that whether the result didn't matter to
Right.
Jeet. What matters is the fact that seeing his woman back on the field, enjoying the moment, and in her success lies his success.
Right. So there's also about logic and magic, the debate between logic and magic in the film, and magic. Definitely, we all look for that magic in our lives, which supersedes logic. So tell me any, of course, we all have had the moments where there is suddenly a magic happening, but magic doesn't happen without effort. It doesn't happen without hard work. So Abhishek, for you to get into a role which has two sides to it. One is of himself, and then picking himself up, and then seeing his dreams through his student. So tell me about that transition and the magic in it.
Well, I think we are very lucky we work in a field which is filled with magic, whether you're observing it from outside or whether you're experiencing it from inside.
Right.
And you should do everything in your power to retain that magic. The minute filmmaking becomes about logic, I think you kind of lose the essence and the heart of it. So it's always a work in progress.
Right.
It's something I believe in very, very strongly. Having said that, I think we're all very, very lucky and privileged. We all get to wake up and live our dream daily.
Right.
There are millions and millions of people out there who struggle to live their dream. So you have to be very grateful and thankful, and do whatever you can to hold on to that magic.
Right. What would you say? Logic versus magic. Do you believe in that in real life as well, or which one do you?
No, I just believe in the magic.
And what about you, Shem? Is it?
Well, I think if you have to be an actor, you need to believe in magic, because it's a very, very difficult and insecure place when you decide to be an actor, I feel. So if you don't believe in the magic, it's very difficult to survive. And I've seen it come true with Ghoomer, because I have been putting it out to the universe that I wanted to play a film where I can play cricket on screen. It took 7 years, but the magic happened thanks to Balki sir.
But there's also logic, right? Because you have to put in the hard work, and you have to put in the strategy, you have to put in the thought behind.
But you need to put in the hard work, because there is no substitute to hard work, and that is a given. Like, that is something which there is no discussion and debate about. You have to think about what after the hard work, because hard work is something that you have to put in whatever you do. And I mean, if you're going to sit back on your chair and just keep daydreaming and dreaming, nothing's going to happen. You obviously have to get up and work hard for the magic to happen.
What about you?
I just feel if you live your dream, magic will happen. And that's hard work. Live your dream, you got to. Hard work is, if you really believe in it, that's what you go. You got to go through the grind. You got to put in the hours, put in the effort.
Right.
And it's going to.
All the three of you have been associated with sport. You with football, you with cricket and tennis, you with cricket. So what does a sportsman bring to life, not necessarily to the screen, that people who are not from the field would be inspired by? What is unusual about a sportsman?
I think sports is just a great teacher for life. Starting with integrity, sportsman's spirit, a never say die attitude. You keep playing, you keep running till that final whistle goes. And nothing is over or decided till then. And teaches you teamwork, it teaches you leadership, it teaches you how to take instruction. I think there can be a parallel drawn to every walk in life. And I think just playing sports is essential for a life lesson.
Just to add to that, it is something I wish all parents make their kids play sport, because it teaches you how to deal with failure. It teaches you how to, when you're knocked down, how you should put your head forget what happened if you got out in the duck or if you got out in the last innings. You need to go back, practice, work harder, get better, and look forward to the next match. And that applies to life. Is once you're down and out, you forget what's happened and work hard and get better for your next innings.
I just feel it teaches you how to compete. I feel it teaches you how to pick yourself up. It teaches you how to bring the best out in yourself. It teaches you grace in defeat. It teaches you joy in victory, how to respect your opponent. So I just feel things which are very, very important to learn for an individual.
Okay. And my last question is, how did the film change you or your perspective?
Well, for me, I mean, something which I think Balki has done beautifully is how not to make a big deal about a big deal, and how to normalize things. You know, be it my house help in the film and Rakhi's sister in the film is a transgender. So we actually have a wonderful actress, Ivanka, who's currently transitioning.
Right.
She came in, acted, but there was never a big deal made about it.
Right.
The fact that, you know, she's differently able never makes a big deal about it. I think the one thing I learned from Paddy is the best way to normalize something is to just be normal with those people.
Right. Yeah.
You know, they don't want to feel special. They don't want special treatment. They just want to feel like everybody else. And
Right.
that is a wonderful life lesson. Everybody is equal and everybody should be treated in the same way.
Right. Yes. How did Ghoomer change both of you?
I feel it has taught me a lot, because I think every film teaches you something. This film in particular, for me, has made me perceive things in a very different way. You know, you always will have obstacles in life, but if you put your head to it, and if you have a strong support system, which I had in Padam Singh Sodhi, you can find a way out if you really want to. So I feel life, if you are down and out with whatever it is, and you have a solid support system behind you, nothing can stop you from doing what you want to do.
Right. Yeah.
I think they've answered so beautifully. I'll go with them. Really, it's
Right.
the way not to make a big deal about a big deal.
Okay.
It's
Thank you
just-
very much. Thank you. Thank you very much for speaking to me. Good luck for the film. See you. Bye.
Thank you.